show to do today.
The whole new acronym thing drives me effing bananas. Can we call him by his name?
Felger and Maz on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Let's go.
Final hour, Felger and Maz. So since I subscribe to that ridiculous, wretched ripoff of a product, the NESN 360 app, I assume this must be why. I don't know why. But I for some reason get like NESN newsletter kind of stuff, like in my email inbox.
When you signed up, you probably inadvertently agreed to accept the newsletter.
I did I did something that allowed John Henry to digitally penetrate me.
Take that, Felger.
Because John Henry has achieved digital penetration on my email inbox. Because I get these Fakakta NESN things in my email inbox. This one appeared this morning or late last night.
This is a good one.
Headline: Caleb Durbin, Alex Bregman's last 9 games making Red Sox look smart. When I read that, I said, someone's purposely triggering me. Like someone's purposely trolling me. Like someone's messing with me. No. It was real. Subhead: Boston Red Sox let Alex Bregman walk in free agency and then opted to trade for Caleb Durbin to fill the void at third base by Alain Muhammad. So actual writer, not AI generated, I guess. Yeah, he actually had a bio. Alain is a sports journalist who graduated from Mississippi State University, covered MLB prospects for MLB.com. He also spent time covering the Green Bay Packers, as well as college sports in the SEC.
Now he's definitely trolling you. So NESN sends out a headline this morning: Caleb Durbin, Alex Bregman's last 9 games, making Red Sox look smart. You say the Caleb Durbin trade was a smart trade? No.
They write, the Boston Red Sox let Alex Bregman walk in free agency and then opted to trade for Caleb Durbin to fill the void at third base. The season started terribly for Durbin, and he was arguably the worst hitter in baseball. However, after some private hitting coaching, he has turned things around. Still, it was always going to be tough for him to prove he was a better option than Bregman. However, Bregman has also struggled this season. While Durbin has looked great in his last 9 games, Bregman has looked terrible. And it's perhaps the first time since the offseason when the Red Sox look like they made the right decision at third base.
So now the sport where you usually make an assessment on a larger sample size and whose stats are based on a larger sample size, we're now going on a 9-game sample size?
9 games.
What a crock.
Don't you love this?
9 games.
Seriously, this is the one that drives me bananas more than anything
Red
else.
Sox taking a victory lap on 9 games.
9 games.
They're in last place, 10 games under 500.
After telling us that everything is about big picture samples, now 9 games matter. And all these dorks who buy into the analytics and everything else, now they want to sell me 9 games.
It's perhaps the first time since the offseason when the Red Sox look like they made the right decision at third base. Durbin is slashing .314 here again with the slash line. He's batting .314 in his last 9 games, and 6 of his 11 hits have gone for extra bases.
Ooh.
Bregman is hitting just .139 in that span and has 7 strikeouts. With Durbin playing better, it looks like the Red Sox may have been onto something.
Oh, yeah. No, they were on it.
Writes NESN. Durbin was a National League Rookie of the Year contender last season. If he can be that version of himself, he is an above-average third baseman for a fraction of the cost of what Bregman would be. Can you believe these a-holes are taking some sort of victory lap on Alex Bregman and using Caleb Durbin to do it?
That kid's going to be the next chief baseball officer of the Red Sox.
Chutzpah. The absolute ball.
I know it gets me hot as a sports fan. Whew, talk about the savings. Tell me more about the savings they've had.
Can you believe these a-holes?
Wow.
By the way, you remember
I can, because they just get big. They look like bigger a-holes by the day. Anything associated with that franchise, I'm not surprised by any of it.
No,
with
me
the Red
neither.
Sox at this point.
Do you remember when I said to you earlier there were 197 players in baseball, and Marcelo Meyer that ranked in OPS?
Yes.
Marcelo Meyer ranked 188th out of 197. You know who's behind him?
Caleb Durbin.
Bingo.
Perfect.
Caleb Durbin is 194th out of 197. So even with his hot streak, he still blows.
Meanwhile, Kyle Harrison, we'll get to his night last night coming up in a little bit. But back to your phones. Corey in Costa Rica on the NBA. Yes, Corey.
Hey, what's going on, Felga? Your ideas on this. I'm watching the pregame last night at basketball, and the commissioner is up there with the host,
Yeah.
Barkley Shack.
I saw him.
And they asked him, they said, what the flopping, which I'm tired of, is there any ideas to this? And he said, we're going to have a commission this season, in the off season, to figure out what we may be able to do. But my ideas on it, Felger, is after the games, if there's flopping, you have an independent committee that observes this thing. And it's not like a criminal case, it's civil. So it's preponderance of the evidence.
Correct.
You just see it, and you find the guy. And nobody's got to know what it is. It's all nobody knows anything, so the egos are not affected, and it's a sliding scale.
Corey, I'm going to cut you off. Thank you for the call. I've been saying this for years. Find the bejesus out of him. You'll get it out of the game, and I would not leave it to the refs in game. And I certainly don't want them going to replay more. Like, no. You just pull the tape. The guys that are doing it, find them, and find them till they stop. And you can keep it private or make it public. It doesn't matter to me. But it shouldn't be an in-game thing. It's too hard for the refs in real time. And, again, we don't need any more replay. Do it after the game. They do it like the NHL player of department safety, and call it out if you want. Publicly shame them. But if I were in charge of the thing, it'd be over in 6 months. They just fine them until they stop. What's so hard about that?
It should be easy. They should get rid of I told you, I want it to be a technical foul.
It's pretty easy. Like, if you want to get something out of the game, like fighting in hockey, they got it out of the game. Fighting in basketball, you leave the bench, you're out. Da-da-da. It's simple. If you want to get something out of the game, it's pretty simple to do if you want to do it. Why don't they want to do it? I think it's a tremendous impediment to the game.
Oh, it's horrible. It's a horrible part of the game. Again, do you get fined for a technical foul?
If you reach so many, you get 1 game suspension, right? With 16 or something,
Yeah.
some absurdly large number, you have to sit a game.
But I think it should be a flopping should be a technical foul, and that comes with a fine.
Okay, so my problem there, Maz, is they have to figure that out in the game, and that's just going to take too much time. It means you have to go to replay.
Oh, I think all right. So I understand the replay.
You know what I mean?
But you can tell when a guy flops usually.
Nah, it's hard. So sometimes they've gotten so good at it. That just to me would invite more replay. Do it after the game.
But you got to hit him hard if you're going to hit him.
Hit him. Here's Tim in Texas on the Red Sox. Yes, Tim.
Hey, thank you, guys. First, hey, Maz, please get back in the booth with Dave O'Brien because Maloney talks more than Kurt Schilling. The other thing is,
I like Lou.
Listen, you guys were talking about money and GMs coming to Boston, and if you pay them, they'll come. And I just thought about Billy Beane turning down $12.5 million in 2004, and just wondered is there any kind of correlation there? Why he didn't come, and is it because the Red Sox are the same way?
I didn't say everyone would do it. I'm just saying the people said no one would ever come here. I just don't think that's right. I think you can turn the narrative and sell someone on it. And use life-changing money for one of these small market GMs who's really good and probably isn't getting paid by their team. And maybe you use Billy Beane. If Billy Beane had said yes to John Henry, he would have won championships. Don't you think?
Probably.
I mean, Theo got the job when Billy Beane turned it down, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think Billy Beane would have made a lot of the same moves? Or would have had
some. He had some balls. There's no question about it.
Don't you think the energy?
He might have won one.
And then Theo,
or more than one.
Theo was great during those years. I'm not taking anything away from him, but do you think he's the only one that could have done that?
No.
Don't you think the energy behind the new ownership group of any competent GM would have fallen into something? I don't know. If I were Billy Beane, I would have regretted turning these guys down.
Yeah, he said it was because of his family. I think it was, in Oakland, he had a pretty good gig. And not just from a financial standpoint. Nobody expected you to win.
He was never at fault.
Right. I mean, it was always a good story. Once you come to a big market, all of a sudden it's about the championship. And so most of the time you're going to be deemed a failure.
This bugs me. Pete in the car. Go, Pete.
There were over 200 fights in the 25-26 NHL season this year. You're a tool bag.
Peter, you are a tool bag. Do you think I meant literally no fighting? I know they still fight. Do they
You're
still?
A tool bag. Start watching stuff and get off of your vacation island.
Oh, my God, Pete. Could you be a bigger bitch than you?
Really?
Do you think I meant that they don't fight in hockey? Or
I want words that come out of your mouth to make sense. That's
Pete,
all we want.
Oh, my God. See this?
Dude, you get paid way too much money to just fill the air with hot oxygen.
Pete,
it's embarrassing.
Pete, how old are you?
What? 32.
Do you know they used to have bench clearing brawls in hockey?
Do what? What?
What? How? What? No, what? I'm sorry. What, Pete? Do you know they used to have bench clearing brawls in hockey?
You said fighting.
Okay, you know what I meant.
No, dude, get real. Come on, man. You hang on every other word and you fight everyone's word, and then when someone calls you on it, you're going to do this?
You're going to do this. You're going to do this. Do you think I don't realize that they still fight in hockey? Do you think they fight like they used to in hockey?
Dude, you're talking about the 80s? You want to talk about 80s hockey? Dude, come on, get out of here. It's a waste of time.
So, I honestly, what is this guy? What is this guy's deal?
I don't know. What's his problem? What's your problem, Pete?
Do you think I don't know that there's fighting in hockey?
No, dude, you just said it. Someone run the tape.
No, I know I said it.
It's not actually tape anymore, but thank you. Pete. I was going to ask Pete, how many fights do you think they had in the NHL 20 years ago?
Why are we talking about 20 years ago, man?
Well, because it wasn't that long ago. The point is the number has gone down.
If you want to legislate something out of the game, you legislate it out of the game. For all intents and purposes, hockey has legislated fighting like it used to be out of the game.
Oh, asterisk like it used to be. That's
Fact.
nice. All right,
Yes.
Fill that in. Fill that in. We want.
What's people's problem? Is there something in the air? Is there something?
Allergies.
Like what
they
is
have
it?
been bad.
Like it's allergies. I'm telling you, it's all the pollen. It makes people go nuts.
No, but like what causes that? What causes that?
Guy's an a-hole. A-holism.
I mean, did everyone know what I meant when I said that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Hockey.
But I've known you a long time. I've been sitting in this seat
no.
Been almost 17 years now.
Anyone who's not just a complete little
biatch.
What word can I say there?
Bitch.
Knows exactly what I meant. In basketball, they didn't want the guys coming off the bench, so what did they do?
No, they let guys off the bench every game. That's why they call it the sixth man. Oh, you mean fighting off the bench?
Like I get, like I wonder, is there some sort of maybe those airplanes are releasing some sort of chemicals in the air?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
The chemtrails,
to turn people into that.
Yeah.
Like where does that?
Actually, I think it's to neutralize people like that. It's supposed to make it numb your brain.
Oh my God!
Like antidepressants.
It's exhausting. Rocco in the car. Yes, Rocco.
It's a lot of hot oxygen.
My God.
Hello.
Yes, hi, Rocco.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay.
Okay, fantastic. I want to talk about the Knicks, but real quick, when are you going to start talking about World Cup?
This week, I promise we're going to carve out a few minutes.
Oh, thank you. Portugal, Spain.
I don't, but that wasn't an invitation for you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to talk about the Knicks. The Knicks are. Listen, I've been following the Knicks since the Alvarado trade in February, and I've been watching them. Yes, I do pay my $16.99 to NBA TV to watch the Knicks. I am. I like the Knicks. They're a cool story. They've been playing in that 13-game winning streak. They've been playing a different way with Karl Anthony Towns being the primary ball handler. His last 3 games with Bronson and the Spurs, it's just too much Bronson. You see, he's a little version of James Harden. Dribble, 1 second left, shoot the ball.
I'm with you.
You know what? I don't disagree with that.
It was way too Brunson-centric last night. Just dribble around the perimeter of the court. Dribble. Absolutely.
I mean, for a guy that handles the ball as much as he does, he doesn't get enough assists. He's kind of a ball hog. And they've won the 2 games that Towns has played well in. He played poorly. They lost last night.
Yeah, he was not good last night.
No, they need something from him because he's a matchup advantage in this series. If Wembanyama is going to be covering Josh Hart, that means Towns got a little one on him and he can score more easily.
No, Towns was a key in games 1 and 2. He was felt like receded last night.
Definitely.
But I think the biggest thing, the Knicks were they crapped themselves. You saw those turnovers early on?
Yes.
Like just throwing the ball to air, throwing the ball to nobody.
They were garbage early in the game, which is another thing. You're at home, up 2-0 in the finals, and the other team comes out and takes it to you in the early part of the game. Because San Antonio was ready to go. They came out ready to play.
I think it was 2 out of their first 3 possessions in the first and third quarter that they turned the ball over. It was sloppy.
Brutal. Crazy. Meanwhile...
By the way, I looked.
They still fight in hockey.
15 years ago.
Why didn't someone tell me that? They still fight.
What was his name? Pete?
I didn't know that.
So, Pete, put this in your freaking pipe and smoke it. 15 years ago, not 20, Pete. 15 years ago, there were almost 800 fights in the NHL. Now he said there were 200. So they've cut 75% of the fights out of the league in the last 15 years.
I didn't know they still fought. So thank you, caller. You're right. I should inform myself. I didn't know they still fought. They fight.
200 fights isn't a lot.
No.
How many teams are there in the league? 30 or 32?
You mean the NHL kind of got fighting out of the game? No, I didn't know they fought anymore, Maz.
Is it 30 or 32 teams in the league?
They still fight.
Help me with that one, Murray.
Thank God we heard from that caller. I didn't know that. Here's
Hold on, I'm counting. I think it's 32. 32 teams in the league.
You don't have to go back 20 years. When the Bruins won the Stanley Cup, I think they led the NHL in fighting. How many did they have? And then how many did they have last year? You can give me those numbers.
Yeah, no, it's a good point.
But I'm just glad to know they still fight because I didn't know that. So I'm glad the caller was there to set me straight. Back what? What, Stu? What? You don't think that guy deserved that? Back to your phones right after this.
Mike and Tony have a definite chemistry.
Are they?
100%.
Are they?
Yes, 100. Do I stutter?
Do you
Consider them the periodic table of sports talk.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Sorry. I mean to blow a gasket.
No. Blow it, baby. Blow it.
Felger and Maz.
There's nothing that shows me they're going to sell, like with their setup right now. I don't think Breslow is inclined to sell. He wants to keep his job and try to prove that this team can make the playoffs.
What if he doesn't keep his job?
Oh, if he doesn't make it to the deadline?
Yeah.
I'd be surprised by that at this point. They bring somebody in within the next 7 weeks. Oh, you did the thing. You just did the face.
Did you hear something, Jared, with Mr. Henry in New York for the series?
You did the face.
Speak up.
Wham!
I don't know what you mean. By the way, John Henry was only in New York because it's family's weekend.
Carabas certainly hinting that Craig Breslow might not make it to the trade deadline. That was, you said, Sunday night, Jimmy?
Yes, it was Sunday night.
And then Monday night, the Boston Globe comes out with a story that says the Red Sox are not considering moving on from Craig Breslow. We believe these are related events, don't we?
Yes. 100% yes.
Red Sox reacting to Carabas because Carabas is in the inside. He is in the know. Even a hint from Carabas.
Always early, never wrong.
Has a whiff of legitimacy that the team must address, apparently. So, there you have it. Do you think Craig Breslow's safe?
For now. I mean, I'd be surprised if they fired him before the deadline. I just don't think it's going to come that soon.
I thought he could have been out yesterday. Again, I was talking about you were out Friday, how there's been these Yankee series flashpoints. And to me, even though there was a rainout, you lost the series, let's be honest. So, yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised if he was out, these last couple of days. So, no, he's not safe.
I don't think.
And nor should he be.
I don't think he's safe either. But I do think that, look, they fired the manager in April. You're going to fire the chief baseball officer less than 2 months later? That feels a little fast to me. If not, you should have blown them all out at the same time. So the guy had, 6 weeks to figure it out, or he was gone too? I just didn't feel right to me. But I will say, the end of the year, I rule out nothing. I think this thing is going to be torn apart again.
Back to your phones on everything. Ron in the car. Hi, Ron.
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
It's all right.
All the static that Breslow's getting, I mean, I don't think he's any good at the job, but he was like the 5th pick for it. And the tight purse strings are all about the ownership. It reminds me so much of the, why won't Belichick pay this guy? Why won't Belichick pay that guy? It had nothing to do with them.
Ron,
it's right from the top.
I mean, believe me, there's ownership problems, and they spend enough to be a playoff team.
They do.
And they're in last place. So right now the gap is they're not as good as what their spend would indicate.
Yeah, look, again, there's 2 ways to look at that. One is they don't want to sign the mega deals anymore. Okay, so fine. They're still spending enough to be better than they are.
Right.
So, they shouldn't be a suck team like the one they've turned into. And I do think there were a lot of internal problems with how they have built the thing that have created all kinds of problems.
Corey in New Hampshire can explain that caller last segment, I think. Go ahead, Corey.
Yeah, social media turned Pete into a nitpicking human with no fear of remorse.
It's just how people talk on the internet, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that what I'm picking up?
Or some people talk on the air.
Larry in Andover. Hi, Larry.
You've got a rough segment there, so here's a more refreshing call for you. I live in Andover, and it's a chemical-free zone. The Red Sox, Naz, I think they need not. I had the loft. They want one right-hand bat. They need 3 players. They need a right-handed third baseman that has power. They need a DH that has power. I don't care left or right. And they need another infielder. I'm tired of all these utility players in the lineup.
Well, Maz, your thoughts?
He's right. He's right. It's not just as simple as one right-handed bat. They have bigger holes than that. So when you look at all the young guys in the lineup, which of them has played well?
Oh, the pitchers, the regulars, none of them.
Okay, so if we're talking about the guys who played the best on this team this year, Wilson Contreras, Sonny Gray, who am I leaving out?
Tolley and Early.
Tolley and Early have. I'll give you the young pitchers. But I really, I guess, mean...
Chapman's been fine.
Yeah, but largely veteran guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been veteran guys who've been in the big leagues for, call it 8 years or more. It's really those kinds of players. So they built an operation in which the young guys were expected to take on a large amount of the responsibility. By the way, Ranger Suarez is another one. So I think part of the reason that Early and Tolley have been able to excel is because there hasn't been as much asked of them as been asked of the younger players who are positional players and hitters.
Speaking of which, Brian and Rockland. Yes, Brian.
Hey, how's it going, guys? First, I just want to throw out you guys should have a weekly show called Felger Blows Hot Air, where you just argue with morons, because that was the best segment of the day. No, I was calling about Peyton Tolley, though, with Craig trying to save his job coming up, as everyone seems. Are you guys worried that Tolley could be on the move, trying to get a real bat? That's something that concerns me, is obviously he's got great stuff and has become a fan favorite. So
no way.
I doubt it.
I think guys like Tolley are one of the reasons Breslow would keep his job if he keeps it.
Me too. The pitching program's been pretty good.
He's delivered on developing pitching.
He has. And I think that is one of the... Look, again, this is what he did in Chicago. This makes sense to me. They brought him in here. The idea was to bring him in here to do the same thing here that he did in Chicago and groom him to be the next chief baseball officer. That was the idea. But because there was no one else that was really going to take the job, they gave him the job, and he wasn't ready for it.
Kevin in Bridgewater on now fighting in hockey. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just called to say it's quite obvious that fighting in hockey has decreased, as Maz says. But remember the year we won the Cup, or maybe a year or two after? I mean, we played the Dallas Stars again. There was 3 fights within the first minute. We'll probably never see that again.
Well, unfortunately, not really. But I thought early on in these playoffs, there were a lot of good there was more fighting in the playoffs early on this year than I thought I used to seeing. The spirit of the comment was obvious. If you're old enough to remember, there used to be bench clearing brawls. Games used to take forever. It got ridiculous. So the league just said, we're not going to allow this. They didn't let you leave the bench. Third men in, instigator penalties. They listen to the tone of the comment. They, for all intents and purposes, eliminated fighting as we knew it from the game, which is what the NBA could do with flopping if they wanted to. Just fine the guys, pay attention to it, don't give up on it, legislate it, and you'll take it out of the game, not 100%, but you can tackle the problem if you want to, like hockey did with fighting, or basketball did with their fighting issues or whatever. If you come off the bench, you're done. Baseball still has these ridiculous bench clearing incidents. Notice I didn't say brawls because I can't remember the last time I actually saw someone fight.
They just stand around.
No, it is. It's rare.
If they wanted to eliminate that, it's pretty easy. If you leave the dugout or the bullpen, you are suspended for 5 games. If they wanted to eliminate it, they could. Just like hockey did with fighting as we knew it.
I like the baseball brawl.
My proposal for fighting in baseball is that you should be suspended if you leave the bench and don't fight. Because them just going out there and milling around is really annoying.
Waste of time.
And time consuming. Right. It's a big waste of our time.
By the way, the year the Bruins won the Cup, there were 645 fights in the NHL.
And how many did they have?
So that I don't have.
I thought they led the league that year.
I believe they did. If my recollection is that is correct.
But that's, we can just go back a decade plus. Go back to when we were kids. It's a whole different thing.
It was like 3,000.
They eliminated fighting as it existed in the league. Now it's all sort of like prearranged, agreed upon bouts that also all kind of look the same.
This year there were 281.
And you know what? They're all kind of the same, which are annoying. You know, they grab with the left and they're just roundhousing with the right. And they have the helmets on now with the shields. And it's a whole different thing. There's very few good fights anymore, I think. But,
no, very few is right.
I mean, there's still some. I mean, there's, give me that Rempe in New York. Like, there's still some guys that get after it, no doubt about it. But it's not what it used to be because the league put an end to it, which basketball could do with flopping.
Oh, for sure.
So it's a simple comment. And if you somehow can't wrap your head around that, just go F yourself.
Yeah, that's not what you said.
Here's final segment, thoughts, calls, emails after Murray gets you updated.
Liar.
Thoughts, calls, emails.
Oh, yeah.
I get my jollies out of it. I do. I'm not a good person. Go ahead.
Felger and Maz.
Oh, yeah.
98.5, the Sports Hub.
Is it important to you to set the market to be the highest?
You know, that's another question that is between my agents and the Patriots and that team and what they value me at. So, yeah.
Is that where you value?
I mean, like I said, it's between the two sides.
Chris Gonzalez did show up for OTAs today. He did not really participate in any meaningful football stuff. He did speak to the media afterwards. There was a lot of that. Him sort of deferring to his A. Well, it's up to the agents and the team, up to my agents and the team. Karen Garesian, obviously one of the best there is, knows to say, well, how do you feel? He didn't want to answer it. So Chris Gonzalez didn't want to take any sort of ownership of his contract impasse. Mike Vrabel didn't want to take any ownership, so they're just all sort of passing the buck. But it's obviously the undercurrent there and the underlying issue with Chris Gonzalez and the team. How'd you feel about him speaking in the first place, Matt? You mentioned something about this earlier.
I was a little surprised by it because I thought, why would you even take questions? Like, don't
you use the right thing to do, though?
Yeah, well, it is, especially I felt a little differently about it after I heard the whole thing because he really didn't say anything. So he was coached and was just going to say, ask my agents, ask my agents, ask my agents, in which case, fine, he faces the music, but he doesn't really take any responsibility for anything. He gives the Patriots absolutely nothing that they can use against him, and he put it all on his agents. So to me, there wasn't a whole hell of a lot there. I thought him speaking would be some sort of indication that maybe he was closer to a deal. And, so I didn't expect him to speak. I thought it was going to be, I thought they were, and they might still be far apart. I guess what I'm saying is I don't feel like they're any closer to a deal now than...
Me neither. But
it's not acrimonious, I suppose.
Right. So I was just going to say, Maz, I think him speaking at the podium with the Patriots backdrop, and I think if I had to say lean one way or the other, is it a good sign or bad? It's probably a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if he were pissed off, he wouldn't be talking, I don't think.
Yeah, right. And he wouldn't be, representing the Patriots. And again, by speaking at the podium with the backdrop behind him, I mean, these aren't absolutes. I mean, you just, but I do think it's not a bad sign.
No. But sometimes I wonder, like, maybe they wanted him out there to make it clear that it's not acrimonious. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason they allowed him to speak. And I'm talking about his side. I'm not talking about the Patriots. I'm sure the Patriots are thrilled that he took questions. But if I'm his agents, I don't want him to say something stupid that could come back to haunt us. So I'm sure they drilled him on what to say. But ultimately, there's a reason they sent him out there, because they wanted to give the impression that there's no bad blood.
Let's do a couple emails, shall we, please?
Oh, yes.
It's the Coleman Electric email of the day. Dear Felger, I really hate you, and I think Maz is a boob.
It's electric.
The Coleman Electric email of the day.
It's electric.
Send yours to Felger at 985thesportshub.com.
Email today is brought to you by Coleman Electric. They're a bunch of really good electricians helping homeowners just like you. When you need an electrician, when you need an electrician, you should call Coleman.
It's electric.
It's electric.
Thank
electric.
you. McTakey, I think.
That's him.
Kuhlman is how you spell it. I've told you about him a couple different times today. So you should know by now. Subject line, 2 of your favorite things. Felger, the NBA Finals just combined 2 of your favorite things in the world. While announcing the results of a challenge, number 1, with about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the referee over the PA system referred to, quote, Wemby's arm. Can't say I've ever heard a ref use a nickname in-game before. Wasn't sure you'd be watching, so I figured you want to hear about it. Connor and Drake. Oh, no, Connor. I was watching the endless replays last night, and then the ref actually going nickname. I absolutely mentioned it, noticed it, had Jimmy clip it. Go ahead.
The replay official has determined there's a proximate foul to the out-of-bounds decision as Towns grabs Wemby's arm.
Wemby. What, do you know him?
This is a special case, though.
Did you go to high school with him?
It's a tough last name.
The player's arm.
Well, so, Jim, here's the problem with that. If we continue on.
Towns grabs Wemby's arm. Therefore, this is a loose ball foul. Wembanyama will shoot penalty for 2 free throws.
Oh, okay.
Wemby.
Wow.
Very good,
I
Jimmy.
didn't notice that.
I absolutely remember. Did you go to high school with him?
Maybe he realized after he said Wemby how much of a tool he sounded
Grade
like.
school chum?
So then he said Wembanyama.
You play pickup with him? This is just another little nitpick. I do my best to never, ever go nickname on these pro athletes. I don't know them. I didn't go to high school with them. They're not golfing buddies. Tony, if I never knew you, would be Tony. You wouldn't be Maz. I don't know Victor Wembanyama. I've never met him. I did not go to high school with him nor grade school. He's not Wemby.
Towns grabs Wemby's arm.
Nope. It's Wembanyama.
Wemby's.
Never mind.
Loose ball foul. Wembanyama will shoot penalty for 2 free throws.
The ref went there. Oh, good grief.
Yeah,
Towns
bad.
grabs Wemby's arm.
It's like saying if it was Jordan, Michael's arm.
Subject line.
Mike.
Kyle Harrison. Here's another guy. This little bitchiness is in the air. I mean, I'm telling you, I feel like an uptick in the last, I don't know.
It's amazing.
Little bit of time.
I'm telling you, it's got something to do with the pollen.
Last days, last weeks, something. Did I do something? Or is someone on me somewhere for something? What?
A buddy of mine sent a message that I tend to believe. It's been a long time since we've had competitive sports, like 5 weeks or so, since there's no Bruins, there's no Celtics, the Red Sox are horrible. So people are extra bitchy because they have really nothing to watch locally right now.
I feel like, I don't know.
I would believe that's part of it.
I don't want to make it about me, but I feel, because I feel like, did I do something somewhere? Is someone on me somewhere for something on the internet that I'm not aware of?
No,
and there's like a thing?
No, you're naturally abrasive.
I mean, because I'm getting this now. Subject line, Kyle Harrison. This email is for the king of fairness. I'm sure you watched Kyle Harrison give up 8 runs in 2 1/3 innings versus the Athletics last night, Felger. Again, if you've lost track, Kyle Harrison is the pitcher that the Sox sent the Brewers for Caleb Durbin. He was 7-1 with like a 1.5 ERA, Cy Young favorite in the National League. Last night, he guys ripped off in against the A's, who played in Vegas. But anyway, I'm sure you saw Kyle Harrison give up 8 runs in 2 1/3. His ERA went up a full run, which is hard to do in June for a guy who's been pitching all season. Since you are a beacon of fairness, I'm sure you will spend time talking about the beginning of his descent back to reality.
Beacon of fairness.
P.S. At least you don't call yourself Mr. Integrity. That kind of went out the window at the golf course yesterday. Love the show, Justin at Work. 2 things. 1, I did reference Harrison earlier. And if you can't, I don't, happy to talk about it. He, again, got killed last night. But what's even more interesting, and if he's descending back to, his descent back to, whatever you call this, descent back to reality, you can tell the future. If he descends back to reality, we'll say it.
His ERA almost doubled last night.
I'm not afraid to say it. If he pitches poorly or pitches well, he'd been pitching really well. But if he pitches poorly, we'll say that too. I'm not you. I can say if my team or my player does well or not. I have no problem with that. But the score last night was 15-14.
Yeah, they played in that minor league ballpark, didn't they?
So they played the A's. The A's, I guess, as a one-off, are playing this series against the Brewers in Vegas, in the Vegas minor league park.
Yeah, the ball jumps in that place.
It's 2,000 feet above sea level.
Yeah, again, it's Pacific Coast League. This is part of the problem. Go ahead.
And also, like I went back and forth a little bit with Matt the Stat because it was a ridiculous game. It's also situated where it's kind of situated between a pinch in the hills or the mountains where the wind sort of comes through.
Like a tunnel.
And the ball just jumps. Ridiculous there.
I mean, when I saw the score of the game, I didn't initially realize the game was in Vegas. That place is a freaking launching pad.
Brewers are last in Major League Baseball in home runs. The team's combined for 11. So it sort of tells you the place. And so Kyle Harrison he lost on single. He didn't give up a lot of home runs. That wasn't his problem.
He gave up 3, though.
Gave up 3, but whatever. He didn't pitch well.
The air is also drier, so you can't throw breaking balls.
So I'm just curious if that's what you're going to get. Now, Vegas is going to have a retractable roof, but at 2,000 feet above sea level, I started to read, I go down this rabbit hole a little bit today. Atlanta launching pad, sort of sneaky elevation. It's 1,000 feet above sea level, and it affects the ball. It's why they called Old Turner the launching pad, remember?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Arizona also 1,000 feet above sea level, and the ball carries, but they made that ballpark extra big. Coors Field, obviously, 5,000 feet. They made the stadium huge.
And it hasn't helped.
Is Vegas going to make that stadium huge? Because apparently the ball jumps there, not like Denver, but kind of like Denver.
Okay, so they're gonna there'll be a roof, so it'll be climate controlled. It won't be quite as, I mean, that'll help.
Yes.
But good question.
Okay.
I mean,
but I'm not afraid to mention it, Justin. The second thing is, don't call yourself Mr. Integrity. That went out the window at the golf course yesterday. Did I do something yesterday on the golf course that was not of integrity?
See, I didn't think so either. So I want to hear the whole story. Go ahead.
Well, no, but there was a thing yesterday that I threw a club.
It was online, and they were talking about it. McCarthy and Hurley were talking about it on the show.
When you say it was online, what do you mean online?
Someone put it on Twitter.
They talked about it on the show when it got repurposed as many of the clips from the shows.
Here's the short version. McCarthy got a text from somebody saying that you threw a golf club. We went through the roster of people on this show and at the station. I got a text from somebody saying Felger threw a golf club.
Oh, okay. So, but is that, let me address that in a second. Is that lacking integrity?
No.
Lacking integrity would be cheating or something like that.
Yeah,
correct.
Dropping a ball out the leg of your pants and be like, I found it.
That would be lacking composure.
Right. Did I throw a golf club yesterday, Maz?
Not that I saw, no.
It's kind of a chuck. Along with a kicking of a...
So what I thought you might have done when I saw this, I said, someone ratted out Felger. Because I thought, sometimes you'll hit a bad shot and then you'll put the club down and you just let go of the handle and it falls to the ground.
I'm not even sure I did that.
No, I don't think you did do that, actually, given what you said.
But now I know that Murray ratted me out with the help of Majori.
Yeah, I'd put it under the umbrella of tantrum. I mean, would you say you had a tantrum?
I was definitely huffing around out there.
Yeah.
I was definitely pissed off and grumbling and all of that. But I did not throw a club.
I thought it was like a...
So Murray is saying I put it in the golf bag too hard. You
forcefully put it in your bag. But I wouldn't call that throwing either. I do that every time for Christ's sake.
So when I'm putting the golf club in the bag, I mean, just sort of forcefully put it in there. That's now throwing a club?
No, I would say no. I'm with you on this one. I've thrown a club. That's not throwing a club.
I mean, I have too.
I threw my club in a tree once.
It's been a long time. I don't generally, when you say throw a club,
oh, yeah, let it fly.
Yeah, I see. Again, I put it under the umbrella of tantrum. And I was like, oh, boy.
Yes, I spiked a 7-iron on the car tire once, and the head went flying off in the other direction. I could have hurt someone.
So that I get outed for?
You did. You get outed for it.
People were asking, how was Felger? How was the day? I was like, it was a...
Now, I will say, I don't think I've ever seen you hit your irons worse than you hit them yesterday.
And if you knew how much I played, so this is the thing. I mean, definitely, I'm a mental case. But it's so frustrating. If you knew how much I played.
I wish I could. I recorded your expression when you came in here last week after playing, and you said to Murray and I with a complete straight face, I really am just wasting my time.
And money. No, that was going to be the next statement. If you know and knew how much time and money I spend on the game.
That made me laugh.
For me to play like that, it's insane.
I've been there.
And so, yes, I was storming around a little bit yesterday on the course. But just because I'm so upset with myself that I've devoted so much time and money to this and I can't get better. and it gets so bad, it's like you've never played, that I'm upset with myself.
It'll come back.
This might be the issue, though.
But
you have a lot going on at home or anything?
Now I got no more so than usual. No, it's just it's not like my home life or things away from the course affects the golf game. My golf game affects everything else.
Yep.
It's the other way. Yeah.
That's what it is.
I would. Yeah.
I feel like such a fraud because I can't play. And so it affects everything else.
With me, if I have anything on my mind other than golf, no good.
But then it gets, so this is why you need to drink, which helps. But no, it's just in the inverse for me. But so now I'm chucking clubs when I didn't chuck a club. Like I got that too.
I mean, talk to McCarthy. That was the reporting.
We'll wring his neck later.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, I'm done. Do we have a final word?
Yes.
I mean, we can do 2.5 minutes of it, sure.
Go ahead. Yeah, do it.
Hey, it's Felger here.
Now on Felger and Maz.
It's the final word.
Recapping this 4-hour show in 4 minutes, which leads to the question, does it really need to be 4 hours long?
No. The final word brought to you by Town Fair Tire. If you're looking for the best deal on tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire. The best prices and great free services. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Yes, the caller's bitchy. Just a lot of bitchiness today.
Oh, my God. It
was amazing.
Unrelenting. Mike and Maine next on the lightning round.
Yeah. Why in the hell would they hire someone like the Brewers?
Why did the Dodgers hire someone from Tampa who hadn't won anything either?
I have no idea.
Well, Mike.
But I asked you, listen, I called you and asked you a question. If you want to ask me one, call me.
I'm answering.
That's a good answer.
Miles in Ipswich, your thoughts?
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to weigh in on the Wemby thing. Number one, you say that his whole game is basically either three or a lob dunk. He lives in the mid-range game. He dominates it. He's throwing up misses to get his own rebounds.
What was
He's
last
shooting
night?
like 90%.
Do you watch the games or just TikTok? Do you watch the games or just your phone?
I watch the games.
Do you think he does that on a regular basis? Did he do that last night?
Not that I remember.
How did he operate? Dunks last night?
He operated in the mid-range last
had?
night? He operated in the mid.
You said he had 6 lobs.
I guessed. I said, how many did he have? 6? I don't have the number. Shut up for a second.
Oh, okay.
How many did he have? Miles, how many did he have?
I'm guessing 2, but nowhere near 6.
I don't think you actually watch. I think you're one of those TikTok kids that just watches on the things. He throws it up and gets his own rebounds for dunks. I saw him do that once too. Wee. This bugs me. Pete in the car. Go, Pete.
There were over 200 fights in the 25-26 NHL season.
Pete,
you're a tool bag.
Peter, you are a tool bag. Do you think I meant literally no fighting? I know they still fight. Do they still?
A tool bag. Start watching stuff and get off of your vacation island.
Oh, my God, Pete. Could you be a bigger bitch than you?
Really?
Do you think I meant that they don't fight in hockey? Or
I want words that come out of your mouth to make sense. That's
Pete,
all we want.
Oh, my God. See this,
dude. You get paid way too much money to just fill the air with hot oxygen.
Pete,
it's embarrassing.
Pete, do you know they used to have bench clearing brawls in hockey?
Do what?
What? No, what? I'm sorry. What, Pete? Do you know they used to have bench clearing brawls in hockey?
You said fighting.
Okay, you know what I meant.
No, dude, get real. Come on, man. You hang on every other word and you fight everyone's word, and then when someone calls you on it, you're going to do this?
You're going to do this. Do you think I don't know that there's fighting in hockey?
No, dude, you just said it. Someone run the tape.
No, I know I said it.
It's not actually tape anymore, but thank you.
It's just nonstop. And it feels like it's getting worse by the day.
Dude, you're going to do this?
It's getting worse by the day.
Dude.
Run the tape.
Run the tape. That is a good one. I used that line many years ago.
That was just a sample, too. It was like that all day long. It's
check
really,
the tape. Check the tape.
It's like this. It's getting worse every day.
Great.
It's painful.
Everybody else is sucking on the golf course.
Oh, my God. All right.
Hucking clubs, throwing carts.
Baseball hour. What do you got?
A lot to get to with the Red Sox. A lot going on. Trading deadline, Craig Breslow's future, Marcelo Meyer's future. Incredibly, the game on the field doesn't ever change. The Red Sox lose. They just keep losing, which is really why we're talking about the other stuff. We'll get to that.
Here comes the baseball hour after a quick word from our sponsors. We're back at it tomorrow at 2 p.m. Can't wait. See you then.
See you. Bye.